What is happening, bitches? I think we are live. Let me just double check that everything is working smoothly. Da-da-da-da. Is my mic working? I believe it is. Okay, we're all good to go. Let's fucking get rocking. Somewhat slow day. Bitcoin's pretty fucking range bound. Not really much we can, not really too many trades. I mean, it's tradable. It certainly is. But the good thing about when Bitcoin is moving this way is the altcoins are giving a lot of opportunities to trade. Bitcoin's range bound and altcoins are doing their thing. We can kind of blend over to them and get some decent trades in the altcoins. So that's where my head's been today. But let's just go over Bitcoin, the current range that we've got, and talk about what the fuck is going on with it. To be honest with you, because there's not too much going on with it. But yeah, it's been pretty much range bound. If I just hide everything for a quick second, it's been pretty range bound for, just over a week now, about a week and a half. I mean, you could extend it. I've put this one on here, but to be honest with you, you could go right back to here. For almost 2 weeks now. It's quite an interesting one, actually, where it puts that point of control. It is, because if you look at the open interest increases, okay, you've had some over here, but a lot of them are above you. So this is where my analysis is really leading right now. We do have a lot of open interest trapped above us. Even right now, we're getting really large open interest increases in this really tight range. So, but look, we'll talk about that in a second. Let's talk about the best trade. You could have taken yesterday, and what was it? So Monday opened up, had a really nice fast move up. If you missed the move, shitter, to be honest with you. It really wasn't much else to go off down from these lows. Here, gold pockets, really local gold pockets. And this sweep here was really the best option to get into a trade on Monday to, profit from this move up. So other than that, you had an SFP of this old high. I guess if you had this fixed range up, one could have seen it, but I'm going to pull this back to the Monday for now because I do quite like it there. Just for my current analysis, to be honest with you. So yeah, the sweep of the old, effectively the impulse down was a good short on Monday. And then we came into, yesterday's price action. I know where Eric Crown has been speaking quite often about how we've been putting in a high on the Monday. Tuesday has been quite a bearish day. And then we kind of just mince around for the rest of the week after putting in the week high on Monday. It's happened, time and time again, the past 2 months now. So, and this week is potentially another case of that. So Tuesday's price action, what was the best trade? It does have to be the SFP that occurred last night. I know it's a bit wank because it's just a simple SFP, but it really does have to be that trade. There was no trade that was really better than it, that offered such a quick move. I mean, I'm on the 30-minute here. Let's go to the 5-minute and look at it. It's this one here. Hide this. Yeah, we can go straight to. In fact, we can have the open interest up as well. We had open interest was building a lot during the day, and we spoke about this in the group. How Lotion and Rag ready Wenford. So I've just read them comments. Yeah, so we had open interest building throughout the whole day. Now, one of the good things about open interest is when is building and you're kind of range bound, you can kind of expect both sides of the market or the whatever range that you're building to be taken out. And why is that? Well, open interest is traders coming into the market. It means a lot more emotions coming into the market. It means a lot more liquidity coming into the market. So you're going to be seeking out that liquidity on both sides. You take out one side, good chances you're going to go and take out the other. And we spoke about this in the group. I can't recall what time I mentioned it, but I spoke about it at some point in the group. And I think it was around here, maybe a bit earlier, maybe around here. We were speaking about how the open interest is looking for, you're going to be looking for what was the Asia low to be swept. So Asia is this session over here. You're going to be looking for this to be swept. And then we put in a high on the London session. So you're also going to be looking for that to be swept. Okay, both of these levels, you were looking to be swept purely on the fact that you had a large open interest increase. You've taken out one side, reclaimed the range, let's call it, and you're going to be looking for the other side of the range to be taken out. Okay, and that's exactly what we had. Pretty simple stuff. It wasn't too difficult. This trade was absolutely perfect. This was the best one you could have taken. You had the CVD indicator there. You had a nice big drop in open interest as you came down, a really big volume spike. For those that are following the entry triggers that we talk about in the group, this trade here was just perfect. You've got multiple entry triggers on a very basic SFP setup, sweeping the Asia low, an absolute a belter of a trade. So yeah, that really was the best trade that one could have taken yesterday. And then we come into today's price action, or last night for you Americans, and we did effectively take the London low or high from yesterday. Sorry. But it kind of minced about. It was a more difficult trade to take, without a doubt. If you're taking this short from here, okay, you can. It's perfectly valid, but it was certainly a more difficult trade to spot and to take. Okay, but looking at price now, where can we see it going? Well, I need to put these levels on because the daily that we've got here from, previously, for me, it's quite an important level to have on your chart right now. I mean, you could. Yeah, to be honest, it's this daily because I'm enjoying looking at this miniature range that we've got here. Weekly pivot there. Browse. Yeah, up here. Yeah, no, for sure. It was certainly a perfectly valid tradable area. I just couldn't see anything. We can go and have a look in the order flow to see if we see anything together, if it wants to load. Get some chub up. Let's go and look at it together. Okay. It's up here. Let's quickly browse. I mean, this is the first test up that you came up and gave it. Okay, you're getting liquidations there. Nice open interest drop. This probably would have been the one to take a trade there. I mean, for me, it's 6:30 a.m. I'm sorry, I'm never going to get up for that. It's not going to happen. But yeah, this was probably your entry trigger. When you're getting this open interest drop, getting the liquidations, getting some selling imbalances coming down, this is not a bullish looking candle, and yeah, you're starting to then effectively trap the large amount of longs that you had coming in here. If you had a look at this candle here, really heavy delta towards the top end of it. When you're getting this pushing it down, yeah, you had entry triggers there. What about the second attempt up over here? No, I can't really see anything here. I mean, maybe you would have taken the short on the strength, the delta, the negative delta on increasing open interest, being able to push price down, potentially. Let me put on this, see if we've read anything else. No bullish or no bearish divergence here. I'm looking at this yellow line. You didn't have any bearish divergence up there. So yeah, to be honest with you, it would have been the first attempt back here that one would have been able to, or I would have taken a trade from, I guess, even though it wasn't perfect, must admit, it wasn't super clean. This would have been the one trade that I would have seen and wanted to take. And yeah, when I was up and about later, this to me just didn't scream take a short. So missed out on some of the price action, but this is when we can go and look at the altcoins. And for example, one of the best, or the best trade I've taken thus far today was on Solana when it swept the previous day high. Really simple trade. Bitcoin had already, it's going to do this to me. Bitcoin was about here, looking very dumpy, and Solana was just sweeping the previous day high and trapping some longs. And if you go to the correlation, that's the delta thing. We can move that. Go to the correlation heat map or the matrix. You can see where is Solana. It's actually saying that it's not following Bitcoin that much, but we know that's not correct. 200, 1 hour. Typically, Solana's following Bitcoin like an absolute, like a bitch, but apparently here not so much. So interesting on that one, but normally it does. But anyway, for it called it pretty well earlier. As Bitcoin looked like it was going to drop, Solana trapping them longs, easy trades to bring price down. And Bitcoin right now, what can we see? Well, we have got really large. I say really large. It's a nice increase in open interest below this daily in this miniature range that we've got here. Okay, overall in this range, we do have more open interest trapped above us. It's there. We have to know that. So probabilities right now do lie to the downside. And the downside for me, I'm looking at the range point of control. I think this area down here is very valid for a long setup. You're sweeping this area. Range point of control, I don't think we have anything else here. Let me just pop this on. No other things of too much importance in that area, but the range point of control is just going to be a big area overall. Got a 2-hour level there. Yeah, I could see this holding as support initially, and that would be my first area that I really want to hold as support, because if you do lose that, I think you are looking down to the previous week low down at $66,000 effectively. So it's quite a big drop to lose that range point of control. It's another $1,000 down. So these are important levels that you want to be holding. Loss of that level, you're looking down to Magic's SFP level. I think it's a daily SFP level. It could be a weekly. I need to double check his notes. But yeah, you've also got a gold pocket on that region. That's way down at 64,540. Really, really big level where you do want Bitcoin to hold. So to the downside, yeah, I feel it is more probable where we are right now. But when can that change? Well, it can change very quickly, and I'll tell you how it can change super quickly. And it's simply by reclaiming this daily level, trapping this open interest increase that we have here. Let's look at it, please. 2.6%. It's not huge. It's not even huge, but it's it's one of the biggest ones we've got around us. Okay, if you're taking all this price action, one could argue you've already taken out both sides. So for the day, this is what we've got. Get above that daily level. You can think about testing the day open. I bet you have a gold pocket there as well. You do. So that's an interesting area now for potential short trade. Day open on the gold pocket. So definitely, if we were to get above this old daily level and hold it, start testing its support, you're going level to level. You're going to be testing that gold pocket, that the daily open, and really that could be an area where we look to take a short from. And if you lose the daily level, then you're looking down to the previous day low and probably the range point of control at that point. But if it fails to reclaim this daily level, yeah, I think you are going to be looking down to come and test some of these regions again, the previous day low and that point of control. Short side, if we do reclaim the day open and it doesn't reject, there's just a really, really clean gold pocket up here. You do have a naked point of control a touch higher, I believe. Yeah, it's quite a bit higher, but this is a very clean level. And the reason it's clean is you also have spread this over here, an untapped daily. Okay, so an untapped daily gold pocket, and without a doubt, it'll be a very good sweep of this open interest increase that we had yesterday, where today in the morning, it just didn't quite sweep it for me. It fucking did it. It did take it. I know it did, but it just wasn't quite enough for me to be like super convinced that we've grabbed that liquidity. That gold pocket would be a perfect, open interest drop region where you've taken out all the liquidity of people that have gone short here. You'd want to see it decreasing in open interest coming into that level. And yeah, you'd want to see it to be a rather fast move. I wouldn't want it to be slow and steady into that into this gold pocket, but a fast move, decreasing open interest. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have my eyes on taking that gold pocket trade there. But yeah, probabilities lie to the downside where we are right now, can change very quickly. So, be aware of that. What have we got here? Because I'm pretty much done. 160 million ready to buy on OKX, 160 million ready to buy on Binance, 160 ready to sell on Binance. Fuck knows what you're on about there, mate. But looks like you need to send a few more than $160 to sell on your Binance, mate. If you've got millions elsewhere, send one or two over to sell on Binance as well. But yeah, appreciate you guys tuning in. Bitcoin is range bound. Trade the range. Don't be too cautious of it. Look for the deviations and just trade it level to level. The first deviation is here, but we can take these intraday trades to make the most of the range bound price action, because you're not going to lose too much while shit is just range bound. To be honest with you, unless you're over leveraging, range bound is a very good way to practice your trading skills. So appreciate you guys tuning in. I'm done for the day. We'll be back on this tomorrow. So yeah, take care, peeps. Happy trading.